about a boy I know. He's my baby and he lives next door. Every evening when the sun comes out, he brings me coffee in my favorite cup. It's why I know, yeah I know, hallelujah, I just love him so.
Today I'm braving my first game night since lockdown. I'm cycling to my friend Ben's. Because of lockdown, I've been using my bike a lot more. So Serena's always had this bag to take stuff to work. I realised something really cool about the bag that she has. It stores 1 Ticket to Ride size board game, 2 Ticket to Ride size board games. So I've got myself this, and I'm just a little bit nervous that it's not quite big enough. Okay, it's not looking good for 2. We got 1 in, that's safe. Here we go. Oh, hey! 2 board games. Well, I'm getting soaked. Here's a little day in the life of a YouTuber. I was just checking my phone to find out how to get to my friends because I've got lost, which is classic me. And when I checked it, I had a comment from Rensley. I'm so glad to find your channel. I can feel your passion and genuine love for board games and video creation. You deserve way more subs. So thank you to that person. But I just kind of wanted to say, like, it's really nice to get comments like that just randomly on a Saturday whilst I'm cycling to my friends, trying to film something, but I'm sort of don't necessarily always have the enthusiasm for it. And so comments like that just drive me to keep doing it. So thank you. Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, dude?
First game night. When did I last see you? 6 months ago?
Oh god, yeah, not virtually.
I'm here at Ben's. Say hi, Ben.
Cheers!
Seeing Ben for the first time in what? 6 months?
Yeah. How's our Clank Legacy going?
Yeah. Probably not going to play Clank Legacy for about another year, I would say.
No!
But I've just been checking out Ben's game collection. He has got some properly good Actualol tips. This middle shelf is my favourite. It's got, what, Shifty Eyed Spies, Air, Land and Sea, No Thanks, Second Chance, 2 Rooms and a Boom, Don't Get Got. Except he's like cut it. He's made like his own sized. That's impressive. I like it. And then below it's not all games. It gets into his vinyl collection, and we've just been listening to Fleetwood Mac Rumours, which is, you know, one of the all-time best albums. I didn't even spot this originally, but right there's some good branding. That is an Actualol Timmy badge. We just played Unmatched Robin Hood versus Bigfoot. I was Bigfoot, he was Robin Hood.
Robin Hood is not riding through the glen anymore.
What happened, Ben?
I think just too late in the game, I worked out the tactics.
This is the 3rd time I've played it now, and Bigfoot just always seems to win. Bigfoot has got 9 health still, and the Jackalope's on 3. Not only is Robin Hood down to 0, but all his outlaws are dead as well. It feels like a little bit like Bigfoot is just a bit too strong and just has such powerful cards. I still really enjoy this game. It probably, like, we were definitely taking our time, but even still, it probably takes like a little bit longer than I'd like. It's a little bit loose. It's not like a really tight, well-oiled 2-player game. It's kind of a bit of rollicking fun, but I like it for that.
So that's Robin Hood, and that's, you know, I've got my horsey there. And there's some merry men in there and everything. My mum made me a Robin Hood outfit as a kid. I can't remember this, but my brother said that I basically wore it every day.
Ben is famous in the board game world because he's like the official photographer for UK Games Expo for the last few years. But what are you photographing? It's like next weekend.
I'm photographing me, selfies on my computer, Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. There's a really good photo of Christian Osby that did Escape Curse of the Temple, and he's taking like a pitch from a designer, and there's just like this light from the heavens. I don't know if anyone else is experiencing this, but I'm finding it harder to game now than I did at the start of lockdown. Back then, it was March, the weather wasn't so good, and there was something exciting about getting on Tabletop Simulator, and in fact, I created entire new game groups with old friends that don't live in London because I could play with them anywhere in the world. And now, lockdown has started to ease, and the weather's got a lot better, and people don't want to be indoors on their computer anymore. The rules are in the UK that you can only have 2 households of people together indoors at one time. I'm just not able to play 4-player games in person at the moment. Obviously, we're in unprecedented times here, and I don't begrudge any of the rules. I want to do my part. It's just funny to be seeing life go back to normal in so many ways. But for gaming, which is a huge aspect of my life, just kind of staying the same or even getting worse at the moment.
Just a little sandbar built upon a single note. Other notes are bound to follow, but the root is still that note. Now this new note sings the consequence of what we've just been through, as I'm bound to be the unavoidable consequence of you.
What's for lunch?
Oh, for lunch we've got goat's cheese salad and potatoes with French dressing.
It's a bit posh, isn't
It's
it?
very posh.
Just for a Wednesday lunch.
Treat yourself.
And what are we playing after that?
Cities?
It's called My City. It's the Reiner Knizia city building legacy game. I think is a really good game to fit into a lunchtime. You're supposed to play like a whole chapter in once, which is actually 3 different games, but they only last like 15 or 20 minutes. You're all playing simultaneously, and it's so simple to set up. You just got to take all the pieces out of the bag. You've just got an empty board, and then you start and you just flip a card. It tells you what piece you've got to place in your city. You place it, and then you do it again until the deck runs out. And there's all kinds of placement rules about how you're trying to fit them into your city, and that gets harder and harder as the different chapters go on. But at the moment, we're really enjoying it as just kind of a chilled out game and that fits right into a lunchtime. I wanted to show you this. This is really exciting for me. This is Don't Get Got by Big Potato. They took a quote that I said and put it on the box. Actualol, board game reviewer. Wonderfully unique. I've never played anything like it. So happy to finally see my name on a box, and hopefully that's just the first of many. And I'm going to be appearing on the Big Potato live stream at Virtually Expo, which is like the online version of UK Games Expo. That's this coming weekend. I'm going to be playing their new game, Herd Mentality. It's a game of trying to think alike. So you're trying to get the same answers as other people and think as the herd. So I'm looking forward to that. That's at 4 p.m. UK time on Saturday the 22nd. We just finished episode 13 of My City. So we're now halfway through the game, and it's completely changed. It was playing the same way for quite a while, and they would just add new bits. And now they've just taken away a lot of the scoring mechanisms and added a whole new one that changes the feel of the game. So I'm really enjoying that. Some legacy games, it feels like you have about half an hour of admin before you start each new chapter, and it just feels like there's a lot of extra rules to remember, and there's something light and simple about My City. They give you a little sheet to tell you what you're doing, and really the game feels very similar. It's just a simple Tetris game, but each time there's just a clever little twist on how the scoring works, and it feels very Reiner Knizia in that respect. Since we last spoke, Serena has painted the hallway. And what colour have you painted it? What's it called?
It's called Hummingbird, I think.
Humming
something.
It's a special type of paint. What type of paint is it?
It's a lime wash, which means that it's all kind of natural, doesn't contain any chemicals, and it leaves a really nice texture on the walls.
So we have got in our hallway, so these are the triangles that I used to have as a backdrop filming, and it just didn't really work with the new blue wall, so we repurposed them and put them here.
This little guy was from Copenhagen. This guy was from Mexico.
And then here we've got Our favourite photo from our wedding last year. We got married in Edinburgh in Scotland in August, but it rained really, really heavily.
Actual streams were forming at our feet, weren't they?
It's more rain than you would ever stand outside in the rain with, but we had to because that was the plan, to get married outside. This is in Holyrood Park in Edinburgh. Where the camera would be, there's like an old chapel from like the 1400s. Our friend Sam did the photography, and he managed to get this incredible photo that we're just so pleased with, because you can really see the rain in the picture. Down the hallway, we have got the poster from the Edinburgh Fringe from last year, because that was the year that we got married. This is just lots of pictures of us from different points in our relationship. We've been together a very long time. This is a present that Serena made for me, which is a collection of like tickets and all different things that we've been to and done together.
So this one was from 2006. I think that might be the earliest one.
So we've got a couple of like cultural play things. We don't go to the theatre that much. I feel like you were trying to skew towards being classier than we are.
When I'm in trouble and I got no friend, I know he'll stick with me till the end. Everybody asks me how I know. I smile at them and say, you told me so. Why I know.